Yesterday, I read 6 volumes of manga, and I wanted to talk about how I liked them. I read volume 13 of Colette. I love every single volume of this series. Every volume is better than the last, and this one was no exception. I won't be talking about any spoilers in this video. I won't be talking about exactly what happened in the volumes, just in case you're also reading them. Colette does have, I think, 4 volumes out in English right now, and that equates to 8 volumes in Japanese because they are 2-in-1 omnis. However, volume 13 still isn't out in English. This was a very, very good volume. And then on to a lower note, unfortunately, I read Cute But Not Cute. Unfortunately, I did not enjoy this one. I found both male leads to be rather unlikable. I feel like both of them only think about themselves. I found them both to be rather selfish. There wasn't much of a plot to it. I couldn't get into it. Unfortunately, this was a rather long one. I also read volume 1. The English is Cheeky Brat, but I did read this one in Japanese. I've really been loving just about everything by this author, so I really, really enjoyed Cheeky Brat. And because I've read Stray Cat and Wolf and Spring Storm and Monster, I thought that this would be more like specifically Spring Storm and Monster. However, it was very different. This was not really at all what I was expecting it to be. However, I really did enjoy it. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I'm kind of happy about that because maybe I think it was a little bit better than I was expecting it to be. I read Imitation Play. This one also, I didn't really enjoy it. Looking at it now, I can't even really remember what it's about. It also didn't really have much of a plot. The romance came on way too fast and hard. I believe one of them had requited love for the other, but I don't believe that they were able to come together as a couple as quickly as they did. I read Gokudo Kyun Koi, Volume 2. Volume 1, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite ever, but I do love, like, underworld romances, so I picked this one up and I'm continuing to read it. I didn't like Volume 2 as much as I liked Volume 1, and I didn't even like Volume 1 all that much. I'm not that big on the art, and again, the romance is a little bit iffy. I feel like for an adult, because both of these characters are working adults, romance, they'd be better at communicating, and they aren't, like, at all. At all. It's kind of frustrating. I'm gonna make a video on what happens in both volumes because it just frustrated me. I'm not quite sure if I want to continue reading this. However, because I've already read the first 2 volumes and I have them, I might. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then lastly, I read volume 5 of Fall in Love, You False Angels, or Koi Seiyo Mayakashi Tenshi Domo. I liked this one. I've been really enjoying the series. However, I didn't like this one as much as I thought I was going to. It did have a few moments where it felt a little bit stale. However, there were also a lot of really nice moments. There was quite a bit of character development for her friend Benny, which was really, really nice to see. We do get to see kind of a different side of a couple of the side characters, which was nice. But there's no progress whatsoever between these two, which I was a little bit unhappy with. I guess it means this series is going to stretch out for longer, which is nice. However, it feels like nothing happened. Like, it feels like this whole volume was kind of just a side story. But that's what I read. I read 6 volumes all in one day. It's a lot, but I hadn't been able to read all that much because I had been working, and now that I'm on break, I feel like I need to read as much as I can to kind of make up for it.